Hello, Lorraine. Thank you. What food for today? Hi, my love. Mrs. Korekkek. I guess I went live just in the perfect timing while you are in um, break at work. You should be in lunch by now, or break, regular break. Charge up the laptop a little bit. Live Journey and Charity channel. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Oh, okay. You're taking your short break. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are too much. Thank you for the two. She has a short break at work, so she must have caught me when I went on live because she has a very short break, and then um, after her first break, and then she'll have a lunch like 2 hours later or so. So I'm sure that she went back to work right now. Thank you guys for being nice to Mrs. Korekkek. No, I'm in the U.S. They don't have that in the U.S. Gordon Freeman in the flesh. They don't have that in the U.S. I have to go overseas to try that. And I just came from overseas a couple months ago. Though, I wouldn't mind trying it if I go overseas. I'm not a picky eater. Yeah, make your breakfast. Take your time. And drink your coffee. And I'll make my milkshake. I have to look up who Gordon Freeman is. That guy sounds so familiar. Yes, he has to be here from the U.S. Thank you, Renee B Vlog. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. 4 in the house, and thank you for the 3 thumbs up. Okay, what am I missing? I think I got everything. That sound that you hear in the background is my son spinning around a toy uncontrollably. Me too. I'm on my way. You guys, let's meet over there. Let's meet at Lorraine's house, okay? And she'll make coffee for all of us. Lorraine, don't forget that I want Copico Blanca. Alright? So Copico Blanca. And if you don't have Copico Blanca, then I'll be happy just with instant coffee. it feels like it's been a long week for me. It's crazy because tomorrow is my Friday. Like I told you guys before, um, where I work at, they have furloughs every other Friday. So one week I work 5 days, the other week I'll have 3 days off. One week I have work 5 days, the other one 4 days off. Sorry, work 4 days and have 3 days off. Um, but the ones that are I work 4 days out of the week, when that week comes, and then we end up having 3 days off, those weeks feel longer for me because in those weeks, usually when I get off of work, after I do an 8-hour shift, I come home, sleep for a little bit, eat something small, not too big, then I go back to work for a couple more hours that same day once I get off. And then that happens like usually on the weeks that I only work 4 days. So actually makes it feel like it's 5 because that one day after I get off of a 8-hour shift, I get a little bit of rest, like 2.5 hour rest, and then I have to go to work for a couple more hours. So that's why it feels like a regular 5-day work week. Yeah, Copico Blanca. We'll meet up. We'll meet up at. You know what? Better yet, I have a better idea. Why don't we just all meet somewhere, and then I'll get us all Starbucks on me. Nobody has to pay. I'll pay, and so we all go to Starbucks together. And you guys could order whatever you want. Even Mr. Freeman could come if he wants. If he likes Starbucks. Did you hear that what people are doing to Starbucks? It's happening in the European countries and some different parts of the U.S. where they're protesting Starbucks. The Palestinian supporters are protesting against Starbucks because Starbucks supports Israel. So the Palestinian supporters are going outside on their property, or even they walk inside and they harass the people that are drinking at Starbucks. So they're trying to discourage people from going into Starbucks because Starbucks supports Israel. I don't care. I'll still go to Starbucks. I don't care what people think. So I ran out of bananas. I have no more bananas. So tomorrow after I get off of work, I have to go straight to the store and buy some fresh bananas because I used the last of my banana for my shake. Do you imagine, guys, if we would have started our channel when YouTube first opened up? I think it got in its platform in 2005, if I'm correct. So imagine if all of us started when YT first opened up its platform to the whole world. Imagine if we started in 05, how our numbers would be. Me too, Life Journey and Charity Channel. Yeah, me too. I love Starbucks. But the other one that I also love, it's a competitor against Starbucks, is Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros, I really like Dutch Bros too. Okay, take care. Thank you. Thank you, Kichi. Thank you. Take care. Anabia, hello, my friend. I hope you've been fine. I hope you've been taking it easy. I just finished my banana milkshake. Thank you for the 3 in the house. Thank you for the thumbs up, my friends. I hope everybody's having a good morning and being stress free. You know what? Now that I know that she's making coffee, the Indian, I'm getting in the mood for coffee too. She got me in the mood. Oh, you know what? It's 5. I'm gonna make some coffee. She got me in the mood to make some coffee. Let's see, where's the pot? Looking for the pot. I'll move the camera more towards the stove so you guys can see. So I can measure how much coffee I want. I pour water into my cup and then put it into the pot. So I don't have to waste water. And I bring it over here just in case I spill it, because I don't want to spill it. Because me and Mrs. Korekkek, we go to this machine. It's like a windmill machine, and you pay 35 cents to fill a purified water to fill the gallon. 1 gallon with 35 cents fills this up. So we take several gallons. Once we finish them, or they're almost all finished, we go over there and we fill it up for 35 cents. Purified water. So it's good to drink purified water. But now I'm hearing that people are switching their water into glass jugs or glass containers, because a lot of the plastic that we hold our water has chemicals in it, and that we're drinking the chemical of the plastic gets into our water, and then we drink it and we put it into our body. So I don't know, and it messes with your nervous system and stuff. So, but I don't know how much it affects your body actually by always using plastics. But it's hard to avoid it. It's really hard to avoid it. I mean, how can you avoid plastic? Plastics in everything, everything. So even some of our food is inside plastic. It's hard to avoid. Plus, hi Annex Vogue, thank you. Thank you for being here, my friend. I'm right here, blah blah blah, talking, and I look down. Tijes Lorica, thank you so much. So I finished my shake already, and then Lorraine, she went to go make coffee, and so I wasn't even thinking about making coffee, but she got me in the mood of wanting coffee. So now I'm making coffee. I'm gonna use instant to make coffee. You guys don't hesitate to drop your channel. If you guys want, you guys don't have to ask me. You guys could drop your channel if that's what you guys desire to do. Okay, where did she put the... Okay, there it is. Julius Vos, good day, my friend. Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were already blue. I already had you blue, but there. I made you blue, my friend. Sorry for that. So now you're blue in a good way. I'm doing good. I finished my workout a while ago. I was working out. Then I made my banana milkshake. The other ones know that I always make a banana milkshake after my workout. Um, and then Lorraine was talking about making coffee. She said, "Oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna make some coffee." And I wasn't thinking about making coffee, but now look, I got the pot behind me. Now it's heating up. Now I'm in the mood to have coffee. So now I'm gonna have coffee. No problem. Thank you. I'm very thankful and appreciative of your time. I understand that we all have things to do and you know take care of our family. So I understand that it's hard to get on to other people's channels because we have different times. Oh, you're having a late breakfast? Oh, that the um Julius, you know what the good thing about having a late breakfast? That means that lunch is so close. That means lunch. So that means you get to eat twice in a short period of time. So that's good. that's a that's a good thing about it. That's a positive thing about it. Food makes people happy. I know it makes me happy because then num num. You know what? I should put the instant coffee first. I'll continue letting that warm up, and I'll get a teaspoon. Let me turn on the light over the stove. Turn off the fan. You know, when you always grab a pot from the stove, always, because you know how little ones, kids run around and stuff like that. Always make sure that there's no kids around when you turn with a hot pot and that you don't hit them or spill it on them or something. So always be aware of your surroundings. Then move the hot pot to more to the end. Then the burner that you turned off, make sure that the kids don't get near or nothing like that. I'm always thinking about the kid safety. Now to put some azúcar. I only put 1 scoop of azúcar, and then a little bit of cinnamon powder. And look what I'm doing. I'm just thinking about right now. I'm taking all this stuff out and I'm leaving it on the counter and I'm making a mess for my wife. For Mrs. Korekkek. So, ladies, um, don't mind your husbands and stuff like that. Guys always attend. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're making mess and making your guys' job harder. You know, um, guys have a different. Men have a different mind process. They think differently, completely different from women, and that's why sometimes um, men and women they bump heads because they don't think alike. We don't think alike um, until we realize, oh, okay, by that time there's a big mess and stuff, and we don't. It doesn't catch up. We don't think like women. We don't. Our process is not like the women are. It's even when you have daughters. Daughters are a lot more helpful in cleaning. Um, it's like it's a natural thing. I don't know. God, I don't know. It's like God put it in us to be different. Um, the little girls they're more helpful with their mom, and the little boy, oh, he's climbing here. He's taking this out. He's making a mess. The little boys they're different. Nice and hot. If you guys are wondering what this star is, that's my favorite football team in America. They're called the Cowboys. I have their hats, the cowboy hat. I have their I have the sweaters of my favorite team shirt. I'm a big fan of the Cowboys. Rini says, DK, that's a second cup of coffee. Are you saying that's the second cup of coffee because the size of the mug? But you're correct. This is the second because let me see. Where's my backpack? My backpack has my mug in there, unless I took it out. I already drank. Okay. Well, just to give you an idea, this morning I drank a mug like this of coffee. And now, because of Lorraine said she's gonna make coffee, it made me in the mood to make this, so now I'm having this. Julius Vogue, I'm a coffee lover. Julius Vogue, if I was there, I would take you to Starbucks and you could have coffee on me. Other parts of the world, I'm a big time coffee lover. Other parts of the world, people like tea more, like in India, Pakistan. They they like tea more. I think it's like milk tea or rice tea or something like that. Milk tea or rice tea. Because I remember I used to work with a Pakistan guy, and every day he would bring milk tea. He would drink milk tea. I know. Um, ha- let me see. I hate to mess up the name Juhilis, J Hulis. Well, okay, Jake Hewlett. For me, if I don't drink, if I don't drink coffee, I'm like this. I'm like a zombie, and I bump into something. Diez Lorica says, I break the coffee when I got heartburn. Julius. Julius. Okay. Just say Julius. Before I'm addicted also to coffee. Yes. And you know the thing is, what's very hard, guys, is that once you get so used to coffee and you skip coffee, guess what happens? You start getting headaches. You get a you get a big headache and you're like, oh my goodness, my head hurts. I need coffee. You guys know what I'm talking about. But the only difference between me and Lorica is that my heart doesn't break when I don't drink coffee. My head, my head breaks, not my heart. You, like, it made me cough. I was about to say, Whitey, don't get a CR on me, okay? But have you guys heard that song, Don't Break My Heart? My achy, breaky heart? Yeah, like that. Julius Bo says, me, when I was in elementary school, I put coffee on rice for my breakfast before going to school. Wow! My goodness. You're something else, Julius. Well, for Papa, you okay? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here, Daddy. My son, I'm telling him to come over here. He's 4 years old. I remember growing up and I saw my mom, she'll drink coffee in the morning and then she would drink coffee in the afternoon or evening. She'll drink coffee, like I said, in the morning and then between 4 and 6 p.m., she'll have another cup of coffee. And so um, we grew up, me and my siblings, we grew up seeing my mom drink coffee in the morning and in the afternoon. So then when we became adults, we ended up doing the same thing. And then when my wife came from the Philippines, she didn't drink coffee too much. And now, when she came over here um, to America, and now she drinks coffee in the morning, now she drinks coffee in the afternoon when she has the chance. And when she doesn't, she's like this, oh, my head, like that. D. Lorica says, hi, Abraham. Bit by bit, I survive when, for me, ha ha ha, and it tastes yummy. Bit by bit, I survive when I'm not drink coffee. Wow, that's an accomplishment. That's really hard to do. I congratulate. Oh, Risha TV, thank you for being here. They said if I keep drinking coffee, it will affect my memory and make me behind in school. But I don't believe I got the first honor of the class. Woo! So you knew already that was fake. Yeah, we used to take little drinks from my mom when my mom wasn't looking, and she went to go talk to the neighbor, or the neighbor would come and talk to her on the front of the porch outside. I would sneak real carefully, guys. I see my mom's coffee. I was just a little boy. I was like maybe like 7 or 8, and I go and I get the coffee, and I go and I'll slowly put it down and then walk away. I remember those days. And now Abraham does it once in a while. Thank you for the three in the house. Thank you very much. I feel so sleepy when I skip coffee in the morning. A must have drinks before I start my day. Rini, you're absolutely right. Definitely. Because we adults will be like zombies without coffee. I remember I saw a cartoon a couple years ago, and the adults were hitting the wall like thong, and like thong thong. They were just hitting the wall, and then you can hear them saying coffee, coffee, like that, like a zombie. Julius Vogue. When I was in elementary school, I am an honor student. But when I stopped 2 years in secondary because of poverty, it changed a lot. I lost confidence, but I still continue my studies. Oh wow. Yeah, I've heard that something like my mom, when she was a young girl, she stopped going to school in the fourth grade. So my mom stopped going to school in the fourth grade because she was forced to quit school to go help my mom work in the fields. So my mom, the highest grade she went to was the fourth grade because she was forced to help my mom work. Bonkia, bonkia, oh yeah. I'll make you blue in a good way, not in a bad way. Bonkia, oh yeah. No problem. Thank you. I should thank you. You're the one that took time to stop by and said hi. So 6 mil in the house. Thank you, Risha TV. Julius Bo. I graduated my secondary school, but unfortunately, my mother passed away before my graduation. That's why I need to work as a helper to help to my neighbor. Oh, that's why I need to work as a helper to my neighbor. Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry to hear that she passed away before you could graduate. I'm sure she would have been so proud of you if she would have witnessed that. Yeah, it's hard, you know. That's a part of life of losing a parent. Yeah, I remember when I lost my mom. Yeah, I lost my mom, and then um, the very next day is my birthday. So that was really hard because my mom passed away, and then the very next day was my birthday. And my mom would always call me to say happy birthday and all that stuff early in the morning. She was always the first one to say happy birthday and call me. So even though I know that my mom passed away, the very next day is my birthday, and I anticipate it like if I'm waiting for my mom to call, even though I know she passed away. Hello to all. Oh yeah, DKorekkek. All right. I got married then. So Julius Vogue said, I got married then. I also working as a domestic helper in Singapore for 4 years. After that, I continued my college and graduated my caregiving program. Oh wow! Congratulations. So you gained that experience working as a domestic helper in Singapore, and then you went to escuela, and then you graduated as caregiving program, and you're able to do it as well because you had hands-on experience. That's very that's very good. That's very nice. Yeah, my wife, she used to work overseas too. She was working in Hong Kong. She was working by New Territories area. So that's where she was working at in Hong Kong at New Territories. HAT TV waves hi to everybody. Come here, Papa. Come say hi. Bring little hippo. Bring your hippo friend. Show your hippo friend. Come here. Come here, Daddy, help you. I don't know, my kid's like turning on all the lights from the house. Sherilyn Ding Kong, thank you. Good morning, my friend. Did you have your coffee already? Sherilyn waves hi to everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up and for the 5 mil in the house. Okay. Let's see. Wash my hands. Yeah, you always want to wash your hands before you make something. Don't jump on the couch. You're gonna fall down and get hurt. Wash your hands. Your spooky hands. I gotta see how this meat might not even fit here. So I might not even be able to do it on this pan. Oh no, I'm not. This meat's too big. So you know what I'm gonna have to do, guys? I'm gonna have to use the grill skillet for this. So I'm gonna have to put this back for the meantime. So this right here, this little pocket, if manteca, grasa, let me put it in the little slot, falls and see this. Let me turn on the light from behind you guys so you guys can see better. So you guys see this hole right here? So if the manteca of the chicken or the bacon or whatever of the fish, the manteca could fall into this hole right here. And then it falls into this little pocket thing. Then before you cook, you swing it around like this. Just make sure you don't hit your head. Oh yeah, and make sure your employer doesn't see you, because then your employer is gonna think you're crazy, and then he'll get rid of you. Thank you for the 3 in the house, for the 3 meal, and thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, thank you. Nice kitchen, so thank you. And then I got all this stuff over here. This MCT oils for the Philippines. And then of course, rice vinegar. And then spice vinegar. And then of course, the soy sauce from the Philippines. You know what I did, guys? This is salt. Did you know that the Philippines produce salt? Did anybody know that? Did anybody know that the Philippines produces salt? I'll wait until the next comment comes out, and I'll show you guys proof that the Philippines produces salt. Okay, let me show you guys that the Philippines produce salt. See right here? Look, made in the Philippines. See? Salt made in the Philippines. Well, this salt, I wrote it down, and I put made in the Philippines, and I put like a little happy face right here. See, the little happy face, and then I put salt right here. And my wife, I tore off the label, and I told her, "Look at honey, they're made in the Philippines," and she just looked at me with a smile, but she knew I was messing around. Okay, now to put the meat. Give you guys more of an idea how big this meat is, and it's well seasoned. Well, this is like a thick piece of meat. So this is the meat right here. A big steak of meat right here that I'll be cooking up. Now it's time to hear it sizzle. I'll bring you guys closer to me. Remove this over here. Thank you, John. Hello, John. John Morrell in the house. I'm right here cooking a piece of steak. So now I'll bring you guys closer. See, look at the mess I made from making coffee. Remember I told you ladies that men tend to make a mess? Look at, see? The mess I made for Mrs. Korekkek. So hopefully she doesn't mind her also I'm making mess. So there's the steak right there. Let me bring it here. I would bring it closer, but I could feel the heat a little bit over here. So I feel the heat, so I don't want to bring it closer because I don't want to make my phone hot. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, it's normal. Thank you. That's what I'll tell my wife. I'll tell her when I make a mess, and she says, "Yo, honey, you made a big mess." I'm gonna say, "Honey, it's normal." That'll be my biggest excuse now. I'm gonna use that. Honey, it's normal, my asawa. My Filipina. Don't be angry at me when I make a mess. Forgive me of my doings, my Filipina, my Gorata. So see, I'm being a good husband. I'm tidying up. Hello, sir, Gorilla. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'll lower it down just a little bit so it could slow cook. Better you slow it down a little bit. Let it cook slowly. Baby it. Thank you for the emojis, the thumbs up, the high, and the laughter. John falling on the floor, laughing about your mess in the kitchen. Great night. Thank you. Thank you, sir. $4 million in the house. Thank you for the 10 thumbs up. So guys, I wanted to show you what's so good for breakfast in the morning. I know that John has access to it at Walmart. This is guya, the make, and this is poposas. So poposas, so it's like a breaded, it's like a breaded tortilla, and inside this, there's beans, refried beans with cheese. So when you bite into it, you bite into beans and cheese that's inside. So the way you prepare this is you put it on a pot, in a pan. But before you put the pan, put a little bit of butter. Let the butter melt on the pan. Then you put this on top. And you do it until it's like a golden color. And then after that, it is done and tastes so good. Bonkia, oh yeah. Shout out to our host DK. Thank you, John, for your support. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Thank you, Gorilla. Thank you so much, Gorilla, for being here, my friends. Slow cooking, that's the key. Nice and slow. Abraham. This seasoning right here is very good. I've showed you guys this before. So don't forget it. Garlic butter seasoning. This garlic butter seasoning is very good for barbecuing or doing any kind of steak. This is it right here. So this side is thinner. I could feel the fat is going up, and I could feel it burning and falling on my skin. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, you like it or not. But this side is thinner, This side is thicker. So we'll do. I'll take this. So we'll go ahead. So I'll wash it later. Just put it to the side. Away where the kids cannot get it. See? Yes, you know. Look. Still needs to be cooked. See? See the reddish there? Even like these thin slices here will taste so delicious because they're very well seasoned. Especially kids, they like it this thin. I got all that yummy. Jeansman, Sal. Welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the peace sign and the hello to everybody by John Merrill. Hello to all by Jeansman. Jeansman Cell. Still having My evening coffee. Here in California, it's still early. It's 6:23. 6:23 p.m. in the evening. Yes, sir. It's the Dallas Cowboys, all right. We'll keep it this way, that one right there. Ah, you guys could smell that. It smells so good. You guys could probably hear it sizzling too. Now I'll be warming up these tortillas right here. So I put a paper towel here, so in case there's fat, you let it sit for a while, for a couple of minutes, and just let the paper towel absorb the fat. If you don't want fat, but fat is good. Fat gives you that extra calories. Plus, it makes that meat taste good. So for the meantime, what I could do right here on this side, I could heat up the tortilla. So if you don't want the flavor of the meat, just go like this. Thank you, John. Thank you, Gorilla. Thank you, my friend. This one's done. This is done. This one's just a tad more, just a little bit more, and it'll be ready. Oh, these tortillas are so good. So what you could do, I'll show you guys right now. Okay, it's ready. Just let the meat sit for a little bit, because when you let the meat, look at how good this looks. So you let the meat, you let it sit for a little bit, and the juices throughout the steak, pieces of steak, will enhance the taste. So now I could turn this off. And if you guys like a touch of spice, you could add this right here. Let me show you. I've shown you guys already this before. Chili garlic sauce. So, um, chili garlic sauce. This is good with this and that. So now we'll unplug this. Oh, you're gonna go to you're gonna go to Taco Bell, John? Take care, my friend. I'll see you later. Thanks for cooking show, DK. You're welcome, my friend. You drive carefully. So what you do, just go ahead, just close it down, like this. Mmm, mmm, mmm. And the meat is so tender. So this meat has been seasoned for several hours since about 12 or 1. My wife seasoned that meat and left it in the refrigerator. So the seasonings are all inside soaked inside the meat. I guess I got John hungry. That's why he's going to Taco Bell. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 meal and the 13 thumbs up. Mm. Bye bye. Me. I was giving some to my son. Thank you guys that are here. Thank you for your support and for tuning in. Make a little shout to my friends. So I'm here in the living room feeding my son. He loves this type of meat because it's tender and very tasty. It makes this type of meat makes it real easy for kids to eat. What a good boy. You're a big boy. Wow. Good job. I'm proud of you, son. So you could get big and strong. So he ate everything. 4 years old. He's a carnivore. He's a meat eater. And you know, he's very strong for his age. Could be all the meat he's been eating since he was very young. I wish you guys could have tried that with me. Dijes lo rica. I'm gonna do that mimic. How does it go? All I'm missing is the headphones. I don't have the headphones. I like the emotions that you show, Lorica. Thank you. Thank you, Gorilla. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Gorilla, what kind of tea do you drink? You drink green tea or black tea? Gorilla. Risha TV. So right now John is driving to to Taco Bell. I guess the food I was making got him hungry for tacos. It's my fault that he's gaining weight. John is a good guy. He's a single guy. He's never been married, no kids, no nothing, and he's still single. So any of you ladies are interested in meeting someone, John's available. He's ready to mingle. I don't know if you guys seen this shirt, but you see this fish right here? That's what I go fish for. Behind my house there's a river, and I go fishing and I catch this species of fish right here. I catch it with these lures. These lures, they mimic a bait fish, and the big fish comes and it gets it, and I hook up and I take it. So this is a largemouth. It's called either a largemouth bass or a black bass. They call it a largemouth bass because they have big mouth. They could open their mouth wide. So these are bass. You guys will see on some of my fishing videos, you'll see when I catch this species of fish. Also, I'm looking at Gorilla live videos. He's a cantante, a singer. He sings. Awesome. Thank you, my friend. You guys show your support to Gorilla. We should check him out. He's a cantante, a singer. He sings. So, you know what? Let's show one of his real quick. Just a little bit short, so I won't get a white tee. We'll see who this gorilla. So I'll show a little bit of his video. Right now my internet is slow. Okay, ready guys?
원합니다. 잘난 것 하나 없는데 염치 없이 당신을 원합니다. 세상을 더 헤매어봐도 눈은 더 크게 뜨고 찾아도
Wow, very nice.
단 하나란 걸 알아서 내가 꼭 갖고 싶지만
Wow, very nice.
날 사랑해줘요.
Very nice.
날 울리지 마.
That's very nice. He sings really good. And I have to stop it because I don't wanna get a CR, I don't wanna get copyright. But man, he sings good. I'm gonna have to after my I'm gonna have to go and listen to him more of the songs. I don't understand what he's singing, but it sounds good. Thank you, Gorilla. Yeah, very, very beautiful song. Sings beautifully. Wash my hands. Imagine if a guy sings like that to his girlfriend or his wife every day. Whew, she would be in love every day. Also, women love when you know how to play the guitar. I wish that I had learned how to play the guitar, but I just never got to it, you know, or I was never around a guitar enough. I'm sure that if I was around a guitar more often while I was young, I'm sure that I would be all over it and be good at it. But you know what I've always had a love for more than guitar is the piano. I love the piano, and I wish I would have learned the piano as well. Be careful, don't fall down. $3 million in the house. Thank you so much, and thank you for the 13 thumbs up. Let me see how long I've been. An hour and 51 minutes. So now I'm nice and full. I have coffee in me, and my son ate all his food. He's nice and satisfied. I was gonna make pasta, but thank goodness I didn't make pasta because then I would be really full. Thank you for the 4. Thank you for the house. Let me see if I have my Wi-Fi on my phone. Yeah, I do. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you, Risha. Risha TP, thank you for your support. So nice of you to jump in on your 2 different channels. Thank you, my friend. So kind. Thank you, Gorilla. Thank you, Dihe Lorica. Thank you, John. You guys are awesome. So I'll do the 3-hour mark again, and then after the 3-hour mark, so I still need a little over an hour to hit the 3-hour mark on LS. You know what ended up happening, guys? Again, it's like I don't know what's going on with YT. Okay, when I did the YT this last time, yesterday or the day before, I think it was the day before. Yeah, not yesterday, the day before, because yesterday I had to work long hours, so I couldn't do YT. I couldn't do LS. But when I finished the day before yesterday on the LS, my watch time was 334. Okay, so it's 334 LS. That was the day before yesterday when I finished the LS. And yesterday in the morning, I wake up, and my watch time went all the way back to 278 watch time hour. It's like, why does this keep happening to me? I go forward, but then the next day, YT pushes me all the way back. So I don't know if this happens to you guys as well, or is it just happening to me? When you guys do LS, okay, for example, if you guys do LS and one of you guys are at 530 wash time hours, so it's at 530 wash time hours, and then you see it after your LS, oh, 530. The next day you wake up and say that you go to 200, at 510. It's like you go backwards. You guys would be like thinking, I wonder what's going on. I wonder why that's happening. Okay, Arisha TP, yes. Go ahead and sleep and rest, my friend. Have a good night's sleep. Sleep well, okay? Have a good night rest, and thank you so much. And God bless you. You take care. I see what you mean. Okay, thank you for the advice. You have a good night, okay? Take care. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. You leave it on, but you go ahead and sleep. Thank you so much. You take care. Rest, my friend. Amy. Hello, sir. Good evening. Hello, Amy. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. No, no worries. You know, we all have things to do. So I cooked a big piece of steak I did my milkshake. I ate it with tortillas and hot sauce. So I did that earlier. If you go back, you'll be able to see when I was cooking the steak and tortilla, and of course the coffee and stuff, and the others that were in here earlier. Thank you for the heart and the hug. Sonia HK Amiga. Sonia HK Amiga. Amiga is friend, female friend in Spanish. What's up is the ceiling and lights over my head. I'm messing around. I was telling Emmy that I was cooking earlier, finished cooking earlier, and I made coffee and I made milkshake. I remember a while back, people that I had no idea who they are, but somebody came into the building where I was at working at. Somebody came into the building. It was more like the young kids. It was like a young person, and they're like, "What's up, man?" Like that to me, and I said, "Oh, the ceiling and some designs." You should have seen the way they looked at me. They looked at me like I was crazy, and then they just walk away from me. It was funny. Bunda Jesse, thank you for stopping by, Bunda Jesse. Thank you, my friend. I hope your day has been going well, my friend. I hope you've had your milk tea and your bread or whatever it is that is liking for you to eat. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Sonia, for stopping by. Thank you so much. Hola. Hola in Spanish is hello. 8. Emmy. Besos. Beso. Kisses. Is beso. Is kiss in Spanish. If you guys haven't connected, you guys could drop your house down below if you want on the right of your screen. If you want, you could drop your house. See, even if I drank coffee and it's already 7:05 in the evening here, I still feel relaxed. So the coffee is not affecting me of being um, like very awake, I can't sleep at night. I still could enjoy coffee and it still won't bother me. 2 hours. Yeah, I've been on 2 hours, so one more hour. Thank you for the 14 thumbs up. Early evening. Yeah, it is early evening, 7:07. And I left a little mess to the wife while I was cooking. I'll tidy up a little bit. Oh, I couldn't come to work. I mean, come home until later on. Tidy up a little bit. So that noise that you hear is my son with his toy. Sonia, HK amiga. Bunda, hello. Emmy, early evening. Hearts and hugs. Bunda, hola. Sis Emmy, hi. Sis Sonia. Emmy, Bunda. Yeah, milkshake. Um, if you've been here before, you know that I always make a milkshake after my workout. So every time after I do a workout, I do the milkshake. The milkshake helps my body recover from the workout. And I always add obviously banana because it's a banana milkshake. But I always add peanut butter, a tablespoon of peanut butter in the milkshake. You know, maybe one day I'll buy like a microphone and I'll do karaoke if I can. But I'm not intencionado, like they say, intencionado. But there's a lot of people that are intencionado, but they still like to sing. And the best place to sing is in the shower because your voice always sounds better in the shower. So 5 mil in the house. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support and your time is so appreciated here. So my wife is so sweet. She made this like years ago. she made this little, like this little jar, and the little jar has our photos around it when we went to when we were in the Philippines, when I went to go see her in the Philippines. Let me see if I can find it, and then I'll bring it so I can show you guys. So this is that I'm gonna show you guys. This is in 2016. So keep this in mind. This is in 2016. This is me and Mrs. Korekkek. Look at how much more thinner I was, and I look younger. Right there. And there's Mrs. Korekkek. And keep in mind, this is when I went to the Philippines to go see her in 2016. And look, I will twist it. This is us up in the mountains in the Philippines. And there's a coffee shop on top of the mountain. This is by the highest point. And we took a photo with each other with coffee in our hands. And it was windy and it was cold. You can see that we have jackets, and you can see Mrs. Korekkek's hair is blowing. She made this. This is on a jar that she made. Now I'm gonna twist it, show you more. See how much more younger I look? She looks the same. My wife looks the same. It's me that I'm aging. So that's me right there, and that's Mrs. Korekkek. She's using my sunglasses. Then it goes back to this right here. So yeah, this she made it herself. She made this herself. But this is not it, only it, guys. You hear that inside? Look at how amazing she is. So I could pull one of these little paper cards out, and I could read it. And what she puts for me to read. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. I don't even know if I should read it to you guys or keep it to myself. Wow. Maybe I'll skip this one, and then Vijendra Garibi Bogs in the house. Thank you for the trophies, and thank you for everything. Okay, let's see. Oh, she's so sweet what she put on this one. So there's a bunch of little tiny papers in here, and I pull one out, And there's some in here that I've never even read. So I'm opening them right now and I'm seeing. So I'll read this one, what she wrote on this little piece of paper. You're always on my mind, heart, and soul. She's so she's so sweet. This one I've never read, so it lets you know. Let me give you more of an idea. Let me. So I haven't read them all at one time. Only like once in a great while, I'll go and I pick one out and I open it up. But look, see all that in there? So they're little pieces of papers that I just take out and I read. And that's how I find out. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that one. You know how she is so loving with me. Come here, say hi to the gang. So, who's that? Say Danny? Say hi to everybody. Why are you being shy? Huh? Candle?
I'm scared of the yellow candle.
You're scared of the yellow candle?
You spooky candle.
It's spooky, it's scary. Who's that? Is Daddy and Mama in the jar? Oh, the yellow candle right there, look. The yellow candle, the spooky yellow candle.
You spooky candle.
Yeah, that's my son. So that's what, yeah, so I was with Mrs. Korekkek in a long distance relationship. So, um, she was first in Hong Kong. She was in Hong Kong for a while. Then from Hong Kong, she went back home to the Philippines. And then that's when I went over there to the Philippines. And then everything happened, and then before you know it, she came to the U.S. And then we had little DK. Thank you, Gorilla. Gorilla, thank you. Thank you for the 14 thumbs up, my friend. Gorilla, you make you sing very good, my friend. You're a good singer. Seriously, you have a good voice. I don't understand what you're singing, but I could tell it's very nice. For those of you that want to listen to like a nice songs and stuff, you check out Gorilla's live. I remember when I was a kid. I was like 11 years old. I was 11 or 12, and one of our friends, um, we never knew how talented he was in playing the piano. And we were knocking and we're actually ringing the doorbell so he could come out and play. And he finally answered the door. And we said, come on, let's go play. We're going to go ride our bikes around the neighborhood and we're going to go over here by the river. We're going to ride our bikes. Come on, hurry up. And he said, I can't go. I still have, what did he say? I still have 2 more hours or 1 more hour of study. What are you doing? What's the time of studying? It's school's already over. He's like, no, I'm doing um, piano lessons. And he would study for several hours every day. Every day he would be in front of that piano playing and practicing. And wow, he blew us away. We didn't know we had a friend that was so talented. He was naturally talented in playing the piano. Like, um, he could listen to a song and he could play it. He could play the song just by listening to the tunes, and then he could play it on the piano. And now we know why he's so talented, because he would be practicing every day the piano for several hours. And that's how I ended up um, really Abraham. No, that's how I ended up really um, loving the instrument of piano. But pianos are expensive. They're very expensive. He had those sit-down pianos that, because he lived in a nice sized house, so his living room and the corner of the living room, um, that's where he had a very nice piano. I wish I could remember what his name was. I wish I could remember. I'm sure that he became a maestro in piano, because he is 11 and 12 years old, and he could do a song, whatever song he could hear, he could do a song and play it on the piano. That's talented. That's gift. I'm sure that he went on to have a very good career. And he was the one that would get least in trouble than all of us. All of us would get in trouble. He would get a little bit in trouble, but he was the one that got least in trouble and stuff, because he was more concentrating in piano, playing the piano, than he was messing around. Thank you for the 4 mil in the house, and thank you for the 14 thumbs up, my friends. Thank you for the mojos, the hearts and the hugs. Thank you for the trophies. Do you guys want to hear a story? What I was like, maybe, remember I told you guys earlier that I used to get in trouble, and our friend did not get too much in trouble, just a little bit, but not too much because he was into his studies of the piano. But I could tell you some stuff that I did with my other friends um, when we were kids. Like, yeah, we were about 12, 13 years old. So I'll tell you guys what I did. Wait, I feel like sitting down. So let me take the laptop to the living room. So I'll tell you guys story time. As when I was a young teenager. The stuff I used to do for entertainment and to have fun with friends. And it was I'll tell you guys right now, after I sit down and stuff, I just tidy up a little bit for my wife so she won't have to do too much. I'll be back and I'll get you guys right now, okay? Okay, so Now I'll take you guys with me to the living room. And it'll be story time to tell you guys what DK did when he was a young teenager. Me and my friends. There. Let me get my hat. Cowboy's hat. Get you guys ready. You guys that have been here on my channel, you know about that painting here. Got that in the Philippines. 2016. But that's a different story. Now I get to tell you the story of me and my friends as a teenager. Okay. Let me see. There's 5 in the house. So I'll tell you guys right now. Pick this up a little bit more. Okay. Lock it up right here. Okay, now I could tell you guys. Okay, so remember, I am a young teenager and I'm about 12 or 13 years old. And it was spring break. So we got out of school. It was me, Joey, Ricky, Danny. So it was 4 of us. And we all were excited because spring break was coming. Again, at that time I was about 12, 13 years old. And back then, let me see, what is a moderator? Okay, so back then, kids my age, their parents would, I'm originally from Texas. I'm from Texas. So over there in Texas, they embrace a lot of freedom. They love freedom and stuff like that in Texas. But it also has to do with the age era. Back then, the parents used to leave. It was normal. The parents used to leave the kids a lot at home alone, or give them more freedom to do things. So, like, say that you have a good friend, a best friend, or just a regular friend, and you tell your parents, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna go spend the night over at Ricky's house, and I'll be back home at 10 in the morning. Can I go spend the night? And you have your backpack, you have your pants, your shirt, your underwear, your socks, your hat, and a couple of snacks. And you have it in your backpack and stuff. And she'll say, and the parents, a lot of the times the parents would say yes. But remember, this was at a different time where
Parents are not as scared now. Now it's really hard because parents don't trust anybody. Anybody. But back then, parents will let you do a lot. So, anyways, we got out of school and we all four were walking. And one of them says, one of my friends says, "What are we gonna do for spring break? I wish that we could do something today. You know, I wish we could do something today." And me, I was thinking, maybe we could do something. And so I had the, you guys can't believe it. So I had the plan, and I said, okay, this is the plan, guys. I'll ask my mom that I'm gonna spend the night over at Joey's. Joey, you tell your mom and your dad that you're gonna spend over at my house. Ricky, you tell your parents that you're gonna spend over at Danny's house. Danny, you tell your parents you're just gonna spend the night over at Ricky's house. So all of us, four, all our parents would think that we're going to someone's house and that we'll be okay. But instead, we'll be out all night playing, messing around throughout the whole night. Our parents would think that we're at each other's house spending the night, but we're not. We'll be outside playing, we'll be outside messing around all night until the next day in the morning, until we have to report back to our own houses at 10. And so this is what happened. I couldn't believe it. I thought that one of our parents would say, "No, you cannot spend the night, blah blah blah," to one of us. When all of four, so we said, okay, we're going to meet at 6 o'clock at the school playground, by the basketball court area. Whoever parents let them spend the night, you have to be here at the basketball court exactly at 6 o'clock. For those of you parents that did not allow you to spend the night over at the other person's house, then that means you couldn't show up. You're stuck. Guess what happened, guys? All of us. So my mom let me say yes, you could spend the night over at Joey's house. Joey's parents said that he could spend the night over at my house. Ricky's parents said yes, you could spend the night over at Danny's house. Danny's parents said, yeah, you could spend the night over at Ricky's house. All four of us at 6 o'clock p.m. were at the basketball court. You know how excited I was because my plan worked? So my plan worked, and that night, it was like one of the best nights I ever had as a young teenager. We were out in the neighborhood. We were out in the outskirts of our city. 4 young boys, 12, 13 years old, 4 out all night in el barrio, around the community, around the city, around the outskirts of the city. We went to explore abandoned buildings. In the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, we were on trains, jumping from train to train. We jumped over fences of businesses and played on top of the roof. We had a blast. It was really something else. Then at 10 o'clock, when the next day came, it was like about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we had been out all night playing and messing around. And we were not as hungry because remember that I told you guys that um I had I had packed like snacks and stuff like that in my backpack, and my other friends they had packed their own stuff as well, and so and then they had clothes in their backpack, so I had to change into my clothes to make my mom think that I had spent the night over at Joey's house, so I had to put the clothes that I had put in the backpack on me, and yeah, all of us went back to our houses at 10 in the morning, and I was so tired. I was so tired. As soon as I got home, I went to sleep. I didn't wake up. Let me see. My mom was like, "Why are you so tired? Didn't you sleep? Did you sleep late last night?" And when and I said, "Oh yeah, I slept really late. That's why I'm tired." But I went to sleep. As soon as I got home, I ate a little bit of breakfast that my mom had me prepared, and then I went straight to the room and I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up until like 2 in the afternoon. But yeah, that's what I did when I was a young teenager. One of my devious plans to get me and the rest of my friends to be out all at night. But nowadays it's very very dangerous. And in Texas, how can I say? There's more wide open space, and we were just kids. Very our we were young. We felt unstoppable, and we were brave. We were so brave as young kids. We were not intimidated. We were not scared of things. And I always seem to be uh, the bravest one in the group because I remember another time that it hadn't rained for a long time, and there's a ditch in by where we live in the town. There's a ditch, a deep ditch, and the water all went away because it hadn't rained for so long, and so it dried up, and then we saw this hole made out of cement, but this hole was big enough for you to walk in, but crouching down. It's not like we could walk without, you know, like standing without hitting our head. No, it was too low. So we we went inside, but before we went inside, nobody wanted to go inside because they were scared where it's gonna lead to this hole. And so I told them that I would take the lead. And so I took the lead, but after a few, it was so dark in there, so dark in there. Um, very little bit light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I think it was the end of the tunnel, and I decided to go in there by myself. Be careful, don't fall down, Papa. My son's And so I took the lead, and they didn't want to go any more deeper into the hole inside the ditch. So I kept going, and then there was water on our feet. The water ended up getting up. My shoes got all wet, but I kept on going until I got to the end of the hole, and it was a pretty good distance deep inside. And once I got to the end, there was a ladder that went up. And you know those cast iron circles that are in the middle of the streets? Well, I was too small, and I was too thin. I couldn't pull the cast iron pipe from underneath the street. So it guided me down to a street and then up where you could get out. And there was this round cast iron that's in the middle of the street. But while I was climbing up the ladder, I see a hole to my left and I see a hole to my right. So then I go all the way back and I get the guys and I told them what there is at the dead end. And so I don't live too far from that ditch. So I went home and I got 2 flashlights. Ran back and we took the flashlights and we started exploring underneath our neighborhood through pipes. We started going around the neighborhood through these pipes. And you know, I don't know if you guys know, but I think I've seen those in the Philippines where in the corner of the street there's like a gutter, a thin hole like this thin, and then it's kind of wide. It's kind of wide. Well, eventually we got out through one of those small gutter areas on the corner of the street where when it rains the water just goes inside that gutter. Well, me and my friends got out of that gutter, but yeah, we used to do crazy stuff when we were kids. It was a lot of fun. Let me see. 15 more minutes, guys, and I'll be out of here. I'm happy that, you know, I could share, you know, one of my adventures, one of my stories when I was a young little teenager at 12, 13 years old. The crazy stuff that we used to do. Playing underneath the town in the pipes, staying out all night, playing in the middle of the night all the way into the morning. Crazy times. So the time here is 7:52 p.m. And also when I was young, I did track and field. I played American football. I did a little bit of baseball, a little bit of soccer. Yeah, I did a lot. I did all around sports. I loved, growing up, I loved sports. I was very athletic, um, very competitive. I took competing very serious. I took competing, guys, very serious. That I'd be so hard on myself. I would go, after like a competition and I didn't do as good as I was supposed to. It'd be like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I go in the middle of nowhere and go practice those drills where I could have done better. So I'll push myself to craft my skills all the more. And I'd be pushing myself really hard. So I'd be all alone, doing what I need to do to get better. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Gorilla. Thank you, Gorilla Live. After this live stream, so I have, let me see, 12 more minutes. So in 12 minutes, I'm gonna go check you out. Thank you, my friend. You guys go ahead and if you guys want, go to his link and take a look at his songs and the way he sings. Good singer. yeah, it'll be interesting to to also to hear you guys tell a story when you guys were young. You know, did you ever get in trouble by your parents? Let me see how much time do I got left. Okay, I got 10 minutes, so I could tell you another story what happened to me. Okay, so remember this was in Texas. Then later on in future LSs and future live streams, I'll tell you guys more. Stuff that happened to me and what I went through as a kid. So I remember it was okay. This is in Texas. It is very hot. It was a very hot summer. Um, I remember it was like 109, 110 degrees uh, outside. That's like that's like over I, I think in Celsius that's like 41, 44, 45, 46 degrees Celsius. Um, it was very hot. It was very hot. Well, I was outside playing with my friends. When you're a kid, you don't feel the heat as much. You don't feel the cold as much when you're young. We're when we're young, we're durable. We're able to uh, take that type of beating on our body. We could withstand heat and cold better, than older folks. And my mom had bought this fan, and my two younger sisters um, were playing in the room where my mom had the fan. Is the new fan that she had. She only had it like for a couple of days, like 3, 4 days. Well, after playing for a couple of hours outside, I came into the house and I fell asleep in the room where my mom had the fan. And I fell asleep in my mom's um, bed. So I took off my shirt. I took off my what is it? No, I didn't take off my. I only took off my shirt. I had my shorts on, and so I was sleeping without a shirt, and it was very hot, and I fell asleep. The heat knocked me out. Plus, I was tired from playing outside. Little did I know that that new fan that my mom had in the room where I was sleeping at, that was belonged to my mom. Before I came in to the room, my two sisters were playing in my mom's room. I don't know if they were running or throwing something. Well, they knocked down the her fan, and one of the blades, because you know how fans have like I think 3 blades or 4 blades. One of the blades broke, and um, guess guess how I woke up, guys. You'll never guess how I woke up. My mom had a belt, and she woke me up by whooping me with a belt on my back. So I woke up with my mom hitting me on the back with the belt, yelling at me saying that I broke her new fan, and I was I was like, "What are you doing? What are you talking about? I didn't break your fan." I was a little boy, I was crying, and she said, "You broke my fan." I had no idea what my mom was talking about, but yeah, the fan was broken, but it wasn't me that broke it. It was my two sisters that knocked the fan down and broke the blade from the fan. And so I got a whooping for it. And I had these big marks on my back because my mom hit me with a belt on my back. And so years and years and years later, um, my sisters had admitted to my mom that it was them that broke her fan and it wasn't me. But once you're an adult and stuff like that, you laugh about it. But I will never forget that I woke up um, getting whooped by my mom. That was my alarm clock, the belt on my back. Wow, what did you do? What did you make, Papa? That's very nice.
Mama.
Was that a car wash? Or is that the park and barbecue? Oh, so nice. So I hope, let me see, 5 minutes. 5 more minutes and I'll end my LS. So I hope you guys like the stuff that I'm telling you guys when I was a kid. Maybe you guys could share as well, and you guys is LS. And when we tune in, you guys could share with us what you guys went through, you know, as teenagers or as a kid that you could remember, and you could share with, with us. It's good to share, you know, stuff like that. And what makes it interesting too is that we're all different cultures. We're from different parts of the world, and different parts of the world, kids might do things a little differently than others. There's parents in different cultures that are more strict than others. There's more, then there's parents that are more laid back, more gentle and stuff like that. And then there you have those parents that are, tiger parents that are extremely strict. My mom, she was a combination of the both. She could be very strict, and then she could be very loving, very loving. The thing about um, uh, Hispanics, Latino, I'm a Latino, by the way. In case you guys are wondering what I am, I'm a Latino. Um, when my mom would get mad, it's hard to control that Spanish blood. The Spanish blood, it boils um, within us. So it's like when that blood stirs up, it could be awful when you get a Spanish person angry. It's not good. Not all of us, but you know, it's in it's in our blood. I guess I don't know what it is. It's hard to control sometimes. But when my mom would get angry, yeah, we know we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I remember my mom used to come out. If she couldn't find something to hit us, she'll get like a stick. You know, take the twigs off and hit you with the stick. Um, but when she was loving, oh my goodness, so loving, so affectionate, so kind. Always told you that she loves you. She hugs you. She makes sure that you felt that you're being loved. But at the same time, she was very very strict. So, um, us growing up, we had both. We had both. Even though she was very strict, we knew that, and she disciplined us. We knew that she loved us so 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 much. You know, we were never angry with her or anything like that. You know, um, she was just she was that way. And I think about my mom to this day, and I love her dearly. Let's see how much time. All right, 30 seconds, guys. And I'll end my live stream. I thank you all 7 for being here, and I thank everybody that is putting the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys, and your time here is highly appreciated. And I hope you like the stuff that I told you guys. And next time, you know, I'll tell you guys more stuff so you guys could, get to know me better. Or in case you just want to be interested in what else I done when I was a kid. Alright guys, you guys take care. God bless you. And be aware of your surroundings, like I always say. Always be aware of your surroundings and be ready for anything. Thank you for tuning in and take care.